I have seen so many people nowadays broadcasting live on YouTube, like what we have done in Periscope. So why not? It's April 26th, Saturday, 2025. I thought I should have brought the gimbal, but I have forgotten. So that I am curious how it may look like yesterday when I broadcasted it horizontally, because so many people nowadays on live are doing vertical. So I've been broadcasting using Instagram just a minute ago, and I changed it to YouTube now. Yesterday I heard very interesting ghost story happening from Gyeongdo Gyeongchunseol Railroad, because as you see under there, those are the remain of the railroads. It probably was built around 1939 or something. And then they moved the railroad to other areas, so that they decided to maintain the residual of the railroad to keep it as historical cultural legacy. But till like early 2000s, the trains were coming and going, and turned out there were a lot of stops, which means that whenever the running train stops, what do you think that would happen at the time? That means that they run over some people. Just let me know which language you use so that I can choose what language I'm supposed to speak. Welcome to Gongneung Gyeongchunseol Railway Park. You guys are watching Seoul, South Korea. It is April 26th, Saturday. It's such a beautiful Saturday afternoon. Anyway, what I was talking was that on this railroad, there were people who were run over. So that means that there were people who were killed, which means that, there are probability some of those souls left lurking around the area. So there were like a few stories I have heard yesterday, which is about there was a kid who run by a train, and then oh yeah, I don't want to like describe the detail, but anyway, they couldn't find the head of boy, so that they sought around, and then they eventually find it somewhere around the bush. And then there's another story that there were like one of the person have known, the aunt of the person have seen a lady, like she didn't look like she's walking. Whenever people walk, there's a movement up and down, right? But in case of her, she was just like moving smoothly, unlike walking. You can imagine what that would happen. That was a ghost story I have heard. So that as I have said, there are many run over and some witnessed somewhat ghost from here. So till like living here around 10 years, I never have known that. I just have thought here only as a park. So that yeah, my house is what used to be like right next to it. So just open the door and goes one stair down, and this is like there was a park. I could walk around. So day and night, I stroll away, stroll the streets with Jenny, not caring about the time. I sometimes go out very, very like late at night, like really early in the morning, and never have thought there could happen some ghost. I've seen a mayor, like a former mayor of Seoul, Wonsun Park, around here when he visited here. I think he was such a good mayor, really knowing how, like being so creative. But there were some other party framed him as a kind of sexual harassment. Just that, like, yeah, he had done committed some sexual harassment. We didn't know which is the truth or something, but one thing for sure, all these were from his ideas. He organized many communities, small organization, MPOs, and he actually like made people to get together to do something creative and challenging. So that this is the eventual result of his efforts. We're about to have the new election, presidential election this coming June. I forgot about the date, but yeah, now we're gonna have a new president. So you never can expect how the life can turn to. Think about it. Within our life, what we may need to think. Like as I have the conversation about recording horizontally, vertically, because our life is like that. Like we're supposed to think both sides, horizontally, vertically. In a way, some people prefer or admire the top of the vertical status, but that would be like cut if somebody is recording the scenery horizontally, but maybe vice versa. So that being recognized might not be the priority. Just like think about where you want to belong, and being there or trying to get there might be our best choice, the best way how we live. So the scenery which you are seeing here is what I have chosen, and I love it. So peaceful. I see so many parents trying to share their time and effort to take care of their kids, try to give them the good, meaningful memory in their childhood. I am creating my own meaningful time with my dogs here. In 10 years, 20 years, I'm very sure that I would feel very, I will feel very relieved walking the area with my dog, having this precious time. I have felt that so badly. Oh, they are renting the exercise equipment so the people can rent them for free and hang out there and then return. It's such a good service. Wow. What I'm saying is that, like, I always have said that even in Periscope a few years ago, I have said that when I go to heaven, if I'm lucky, this is the scenery I might see in my heaven. So it's so peaceful, so green and blue, and there's me and my dogs. I was very sure about it. Like that would be the scenery when I die. And then I will think that I felt so thankful that I could have time visiting here, walking with her there or here. Yeah. So whenever I watch the videos again, which I have recorded back in the days, and I realized, like, I think, like, how many of them are alive, or how many of them are healthy, or maybe it has the meaning as keeping the youth of those days. And all those flowers may look ephemeral, but the thing is, archiving them with visual, how they have been arranged, how they have been bloomed, it keeps the meaning. Hydrangea. So the leaf of hydrangea look like perilla leaves. So some people casually call it perilla leaves. Perilla leaves in Korean is genip. We often have it with the belly roll. Did you hear that Jenny was barking? What the heck are you doing? Kinda. I want to go. This is community garden. I'm so envious of them having the slots because I couldn't get the chance. Like they can get the opportunity on running the garden, like maybe annually. They raffle and pick the person beneficent who runs the garden. And I never could have got accepted. I couldn't have won the raffle. But I do have my own little garden in my veranda. I'm raising arugula, Her lilies, basil, some mint, peppermint, apple mint. I wonder how the video will remain once I finish recording. So one of the regret I always had was that whenever people comes, I actually try to avoid the angle and then often interfere how the 안녕하세요 how the video looks. So that's why I felt a little like sorry. So that now I am trying to recording it as accurate. There's nothing like accurate, but as proper as possible. Whenever people think about Seoul or Korea, they often talks about K-pop, K-beauty, idols, but this is what we usually watch and experience living in Korea. I never have lived in countryside, so that I don't know how the life would be like in countryside. And this is how I have experienced and how I'm living, and I love it. So as you see that you can read where the place is at. 경춘선, 경춘 Line Forest. So that the landscape is a masterpiece of a well-known landscaper, Dong Yong-sun. And I think she was invited to some like Milan or somewhere in Italy. So when this park was early formed, they intentionally planted some. Look at that, Yorkshire. Is it Chihuahua or something? So cute. Cute. Chihuahua. I think Chihuahua and Yogi mix. So cute. So this is exact scenery that I have mentioned that when I die, this is what I'm going to see in my Dokino. Waits for me across there, wagging his tail, showing his tongue, saying welcome. Yesterday I was thankfully have seen the scenery of the area around 2000, and that was very interesting. Like the picture which was taken like 20 years ago. Now with the scenery at the moment, I'd like to keep all the history and scenery of the area where I belong. Maybe this is one of the reasons I'm doing this. Maybe that's the reason that whenever I watch the videos back I have recorded, I feel so nostalgic. Also, I feel very happy. I don't know. I feel like there's some meaning. Maybe you can tell me about it. Uh, Jenny is asking something. I'd like to go down. I don't know. We're living in a world of YouTube, and then there's a way to promote the number, increase the number of the viewers or something. And then the old channel like mine might not be seen that often. But this is archiving of my life, my history, my everything. And I still wish to manage it. I do have I don't know, probably I have removed it. I used to have a video that I have uploaded like 2007, which was, wow, very long time ago. 어, 내려가? 네가 아까 간다 그랬잖아. 으야, 야. 아, 제니, 이거, 가자. 가자, 제니. Bloom where you are planted. Oh, they put old photos of Konglung on there. I never have seen it. Interesting. 제니 일어나. 일로 와, 일로 와. 가자. 가자, 제니. 가자. 가자, 가자. 일어나. 일어나, 일어나. 일어나, 일어나. 제니야, 먹으면 안 돼. 가자. 가자. Tuesday to Saturday, I want to watch that one. all the moments are so precious. Oh, look at my Schneider. Look at the color of all those colors. So vivid. So how the water will be like. So I'm going to end the broadcast the end of this street right there. She's amazing. She had a license for landscaping. Oh, look at that little tiny little one. Feels bulky. So well done that you have been here. And then I'm gonna put you guys later for another podcast. Bye.